Hey, welcome back.
We're back.
Yeah,
I
we've
look
been.
different.
Yeah, you look like me.
I do.
Been having a lot of trouble getting a recording going. Fingers
Yeah,
crossed this will actually work.
the world was conspiring against us a little bit today.
Yeah.
But we are back. It's a number of days since we have last played, and so I did a bit of stuff off camera once again. And yeah, I guess let's talk about that stuff. So we haven't joined the blue team. If you join the blue team,
Blue team.
you may discover that there's a whole lot of informational stuff over in the corner of your
Whoa.
screen now.
Sure is.
I got some more things. So over in this chest is kind of a summary of things I got from fishing and out of wood crates. You'll recall that I was trying to get an aglet so I get lightning boots, which I do have now, and I've reforged them to warding.
Cool.
But in order to get that aglet, I did a ton of fishing and opened a ton of wooden chests. And in the process, managed to get a bunch of new things. The tally counter, I think we had one of those before. That's how many monsters killed, but I got another one for you.
All right.
And it's, oh, I guess, yeah, you should open up that chest.
Uh-huh.
And if you talk to the guide, it gets combined with a couple of other things. There was like a fishing radio or something, and something keeps the sextant keeps track of the phases of the moon.
Oh, Nazar.
And
Cool.
the radio, I guess, was like a radar that like detects enemies nearby. It says no enemies nearby. And I think you can combine all of those things together. The guide's back over here if you want to figure out what the combination is, but I'm pretty sure. Right. And then the other thing is, that's something that you can find in a wooden chest, and Etho and Zisto actually found that 5 minutes into their LP.
So that's what people were telling us about.
Right, exactly. But basically, there is a book in there. Actually, if you get out of the chest or just put it in the chat, either way. That is, yes, a guide to plant fiber cordage that allows you to collect vines and turn them into vine rope. And so I got one of those out of a wooden chest as well. There's also, I think it's called the Celestial Magnet, which is something the traveling merchant sells.
Mm-hmm.
And so I just bought one of those because since he was coming by and we didn't have one of those, I bought one of those. And then there's also a crazy looking crate in there. I'm standing on all these other, sky crates and crimson crates and jungle crates that I got from normal fishing. But someone in a comment on the previous video suggested that I go fishing in the dungeon. So I actually emptied a lake down into the dungeon so I could go fishing in the dungeon, which is not easy to do. And it turns out that there is a dungeon crate, and I guess I'll put it down over here, just so you can see it placed on the screen. But I figure this one might be worth open. I guess we could, if we're going to get to hard mode soon, we could save it in case it's any better in hard mode. I'm really curious what's in there.
That might be overly optimistic, so
It could be.
maybe now's a good time to open it.
Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and open it now then.
Where is our tinker table?
It is in the spaceship. It is at the top right of the spaceship. It's one of
there
the
it
few
is.
crafting
Cool.
stations that's there because it's right above all the accessory chests.
All
right.
I'm going to make myself an REK 3000.
Nice. Which is the thing that, displays all of those things. And then I think you also have a GPS already or something? Oh,
Yeah.
right. And then the other thing I got was another set of combinations that I didn't have all three of. I guess I just handed it to you. No, I didn't.
Nope.
Right. If it's favorited, it's hard to hand. But, here's what I can do. Haha. I can, what is it? Hit Alt select or control. There we go. I can put it in there. It's a fish finder.
Oh, yeah, cool.
Which gives you weather, moon phase, and fishing information. So basically it tells you which way the wind is blowing. It tells you the phase of the moon. It tells you if it's raining or not. And it tells you the stuff that the fishing book that's in that chest that you're looking at already told you in terms of how much fishing power you currently have.
Great.
And so, yeah, a lot of combinations. I'm going to open the dungeon crate. And it contained 10 platinum bars and 3 heart reach potions. So presumably similar kind of loot that you would find from chests in the dungeons. I think it's possible as a result to get a cobalt shield, if we didn't find 2 cobalt shields in the world, get a cobalt shield from a dungeon crate.
Yeah, our theory was that each crate, for whatever type of biome it is, it'll have the type of loot you would find there. So I wonder if these crimson crates might have crimson heart loot.
Right. Yeah, so you probably get another crimson rod that way. I imagine so. In any case, we'll perhaps open some more of those crates after hard mode. I wonder if there's any... Yeah, I don't know if any of these special crates after hard mode would have any new things in them.
Yeah. All right.
And yeah, was that all the stuff that was interesting in this chest? I think maybe I made a star cannon because I didn't know if we possibly, when we fight the wall of flesh, wanted that again. And I got this for you.
Oh, cool. All right. Gotta replace my old one.
And yeah, there were sailfish boots and tsunami in a bottle, or basically these Hermes boots and cloud in a bottle that you can fish out of the out of crates, and they combine into a Sharkron balloon. But basically, it's just cloud in a bottle and Hermes boots got in a different way, effectively.
Cool.
And yeah, the golden bug net is just like a bigger version. It's faster, it goes through walls, and so it's just easier to harvest anything you want to harvest in a bug net.
Okay, tsunami is a cloud in a bottle. Fair enough.
Yep. And I think maybe that's all the special loot that I got off camera fishing. All of that was just, I was just kept fishing until I could get the aglet. And I finally got the aglet, but I had to get a million other things along the way first.
Bug nets have the shortest tooltip I've ever seen. They
Yes.
say nothing about themselves.
If you go up here...
We have a party girl, by the way.
Oh, that's right. She arrived while I was doing all that stuff.
Looks like this lava lamp is new. Fireworks box is new.
Right.
Fireworks fountain's new. Neat.
That was the stuff that the party girl sells.
Ooh. Sorry, am I following you somewhere?
Yes, you're following me first up here. I figured during hard mode we might want to respawn in a safe place.
Looking good.
And so yeah, I made this place, and you can set your spawn over there if you like on the bed.
What kind of wood is that?
It is not wood. It is diamond gem spark blocks and diamond or ruby gem spark blocks background walls.
In the background, sure, but what about on the ceiling?
Sorry. And then those are dynasty shingles, I think they're called, that the traveling merchant sells.
Neat.
And then marble walls. And yeah, I figured that would be a nice, safe place to respawn in hard mode.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did that. I also witnessed during a blood moon the nurse, in addition to being able to heal herself, she can also throw syringes at other NPCs to heal them.
Yeah, I see. So that's why we saw her throwing at the arms dealer that one time?
Exactly.
Ooh.
And then...
This is crazy.
I basically was trying out a bunch of different bricks. We're going to do some building today on camera in a couple of different places, but I was trying out different places. I wanted to build like a party house kind of thing. And I thought that the bubbles that are coming out of the bubble machine, which currently are quickly hitting the roof of the coral stone blocks or whatever, I thought they looked good against the dark granite background wall. And so I was thinking about using a granite background wall, but then like trying to like have kind of like a crazy disco ball and crazy color kind of things.
Yeah.
And so I was just trying out a bunch of bricks that might look interesting, but I haven't decided what I want to do yet. But that's one of the things I want to work on today.
I'd probably make this a bit taller.
Yes, definitely. Just was trying to check out some things, how they look.
Yep.
I think those are the things we need to show off to get the episode started.
All right, great. So another thing we talked about was I'm having a lot of trouble playing the warrior class, and it's actually kind of hampering my enjoyment of the game a little bit. So we're going to switch it up a little bit. I'm trading warrior for ranger.
Correct.
And we're also going to make, instead of the throwing class being the shared one, we're going to make the summoner the shared one. So
That's
that goes
right.
to you? Or maybe you want to make your
yeah,
own?
I'll probably just end up making my own. I think we still have more
fine.
hellstone. And let's see, do I have another melee weapon? Or sorry, ranged weapon? You're giving me melee weapons, which is great.
You've already made your armor, I guess. So
Correct.
I will... Have you put your necro armor away
It's
someplace?
probably on a statue right in front. Yes, it's up here.
Okay.
So you can grab that as ranger armor. Yeah, and I'll go make a summoner staff. And so yeah, basically we had each been playing 2 classes and then sharing the throwing class. And so now I'm going to change to melee and magic. You're going to be ranger and throwing, and we're going to share the summoner class.
Yep.
Is the plan. And yeah, we're mostly doing it just because we think it'll be more enjoyable and also play a little bit to our strengths since we were having some trouble with Wall of Flesh.
Yeah. You have any ammunition on you?
Oh, yes. Here are lots and lots of bullets. Hold on. I can't throw it to you because there's so many chests and I click on the chests.
Oh, right.
I remember you were having that problem.
Excellent.
Previously. There's like 3
good
stacks
grief.
of silver bullets.
Okay.
I've been ready.
Yep. I'm putting the bee gear on one of these statues, the one that I took the necro armor off of.
Great.
So if either of us wants to summon better, that's how we can do it.
I just made an imp staff, and it's masterful, plus 14% damage.
Neat.
And I guess now I can click on this thing, Bewitching Table, which allows me to summon a second one. Nice. Cool.
Do you have a mini shark?
I have... Yes, the mini shark is currently sitting in the rightmost chest over here because I was getting ready to combine it with the mega shark. There's also a star cannon in that other chest. And so you can feel free to use either of those things.
All right, star cannon, I guess it'll stay there until I decide to use it, just so it won't take up a slot. I want a bow. It would be a Molten Fury. Okay.
All right, and I need to give you... I've got sticky grenades. Oops, once again. Oh, there we go. Found somewhere to click safely that I can throw some things to. I'm throwing in some grenades and bombs.
Yeah, you could right-click anywhere on the screen, and it'll just like put your cursor away at the top, and it works.
I see. And let me also put away my fishing stuff, because I don't plan to do any fishing anymore.
Yeah.
And you know what? I don't think I've ever held a yo-yo, actually, in this game.
Oh yeah, they're interesting.
Neat, I just got an achievement, throwing lines.
Yep. Takes a little bit of practice, but you'll get used to it.
Wow, this thing stays out for a long time.
Mm-hmm. Feels normal enough now, but try hitting something with it and it gets a little bit strange.
I see. Neat. And yeah, I remember that there were some accessories associated with that, but I think I'm happy with the other accessories I'm wearing right now, so I probably won't worry about that.
I think that if I'm going to... Well, let's see. This is a good defensive accessory. I'm thinking about giving up the Shield of Cthulhu for something else.
I see.
It's 2 defense and it's warding, so if I want defense, I should probably keep it, but I don't know if I want defense anymore.
Right. I have a ton of defense right now, actually. I've got 47 defense.
Apparently I have some sticky things now. Let me actually give these back to you. Well...
we could put them away in a chest if you don't want them. They were throwing kind of things, so...
Well, these are bombs. Those are different.
Oh, that's true.
I'll keep
the
grenades, though.
Those. Yeah.
All right, so while I gear myself up, do we want to talk about what we're doing?
Sure. I would like to, work on this kind of like party house over here and try to make something that's pretty and colorful and exciting.
Yeah, and I think there's a lot of stuff we could do to improve the Wall of Flesh bridge. We talked about after getting defeated so badly last time, what we can do to sort of fix that. I think that, well, basically I'm going to make a whole bunch of improvements to it. Go down there, spend some time, get the environment a little bit in better shape so that we'll have a better chance at this.
All right, that sounds good.
Just trading the classes around might do it on its own, but I kind of suspect it won't.
Right. Yeah, it was definitely the case. I know you're, like, struggling to kind of deal damage. And yeah, now that both of us kind of, like, have some range, because I can still use magic things at range. The Demon Scythe, obviously, is good against him. And so I think that'll help out. Obviously, the fact that we're sharing summoning class also will help out in terms of our imps doing things. But yes.
What is this yo-yo called Rally we have in this chest? This is new. I haven't seen it before.
Oh, I thought you got one of those in the dungeon. I think I got it in the dungeon. How does it compare to Cascade?
Valor is from dungeon. This looks like an early game. It's 15 melee.
Oh, maybe I fished that out of a crate then. Which chest was it in? Was it in...
Weapons rightmost.
I see. Maybe I fished it out of a crate and thought that you'd already had it at some point in the past. And
okay, well, that's something new.
All right, neat.
If I want a throwing weapon, where would I get it?
The granite box just to the left of center contains all of the ammunition and throwing stuff.
All right.
Consumable weapons, effectively.
18, javelins 18.
You know how it took us so long to get Pinky?
Uh-huh.
I fought 3 more Pinkies off camera while I was doing the fishing. One of them appeared in the lava layer of the jungle, which seemed like a crazy place for Pinky to show up. And the other 2 were just kind of randomly on the surface.
All right, let me try this peace candle.
Oh, yes, I put a few of those
down.
One of the buffs is actually already out here.
Yep. Decreased monster spawn rate. Great.
And apparently, I don't think holding the candles or holding the water candles affect those things anymore, so I think it's only placed candles now.
Oh, did that change?
In 1.3. I
Okay,
think I
well,
read
that's
something about that changing. I can't remember if I tried holding a peace candle away, but I don't think it gives the buff anymore when you hold it.
well, when you held it, it didn't actually show a buff, so it
I
wasn't
see.
clear
I
when
see.
and how it affected
Okay.
stuff.
Yeah, I read somewhere online that they didn't stack anymore like that, but I'm not sure if that's actually true.
That would be a welcome change. I hope they rolled the additional stuff from holding one into the base buff.
I see. That would be nice.
Yep. Okay, so I'm just trying to figure out what I need to bring. I want sunflowers have to be planted on grass, right?
Correct. And so you could bring the Staff of Regrowth if you want to plant some sunflowers down there. I see. Okay, you've got all kinds of big plans.
Oh, yeah.
Nice. Very cool. Meanwhile, I'm going to make some more light blue slime blocks. Oh, you're trying out the target dummy. I haven't showed that on my screen on camera.
Ah, Phoenix Blaster is lovely.
Oh, right. I forgot that I have this in my one slot now.
Yep.
Neat. And then this thing. No, sorry, this thing. Nice. Okay, I gotta get used to some melee weapons. Let me try out the yo-yo on this guy, too. Oh, yeah, it is weird. It, like, bounces all around. Okay.
Yeah.
This one sets guys on fire. Awesome. Did we find that in the, was that down in a shadow chest, then? That we got Cascade?
What's it called?
Cascade?
I don't know.
Okay.
No. That was one that I found just on the ground. Something must have dropped it, so it might be a rare thing.
Okay.
Okay. Got those. Staff of Regrowth. I need a bucket.
So many weapons.
Oh, and I need arrows if I'm going to use this bow. But I don't need that yet, so I'll save it for later.
Okay, and then I think I need ice blocks in order to make the ice slime blocks, I think.
Oh, what was I here for? I came here for something.
I don't remember how to
bucket.
do that.
Honey.
Crafting. Slime blocks can be crafted into frozen slime blocks at the solidifier using the ice. Okay, great.
If I were a bucket, where would I be?
I have 3 of them in my piggy bank, so I guess you can just craft some more.
I feel like I put one away at one point. I don't know where it went, though. Because I know I had one. Maybe it ended up in your piggy bank.
Well, here's one. Oops. There we go.
All right, that'll work.
I also I put a piece of diving gear in that bottom left chest in case you wanted to store that in your piggy bank. I don't know how often that really comes in handy, but
It could.
if you wanted it, it is there. All right, but basically I have these beautiful blocks to work with. I've got these.
Party girl throws confetti, just idly.
I see.
That seems appropriate.
She throws confetti grenades at enemies when she
Nice.
attacks.
I wonder if those are a thing we can get later, because that's not a thing that existed before.
It's true. We kind of speculated that possibly all of the female NPC characters have things that don't exist that the player can get, though.
Oh, okay.
Or I thought
One
we
of us has speculated that.
All right.
Apparently.
I mean, the nurse has the syringes, the mechanic has the boomerang wrench, and the stylist had some kind of crazy pink melee weapon, and we haven't seen any of those in game, and so that's why I was speculating that. Okay, I came back over here to get something.
I'm having the same problem.
Yes. Talking and building. Definitely gonna... Right, I was gonna get a whole bunch of smooth granite and make some more smooth granite walls. There we go.
I was looking for life crystals. Have we found any additional ones of those?
I found like one, and I used it over at my ocean area that I'll show off at some point later.
Our heart
probably.
lantern, I'd be in the lighting chest, and I'm not here, so I guess I don't exist.
Correct. Yeah, and in the ores chest, we don't have it. Oh, we do have one more heart. So I could make one heart lantern. So I guess I'll go ahead and do that really quick.
How do I get something? Okay, there we go. If it's just one, I guess it'll make some amount of difference. Well, anyway, I'm going down with what I have now.
All right. I will leave it in the lighting chest so that you can find it later.
All right.
But, yeah, in addition to this training dummy, he keeps being set on fire. It's pretty awesome. And I forget, do I have a DPS meter equipped? Because I think we own those things.
I like what you've done at the bottom of this place. Let me test it out.
I don't remember what I've done at the bottom of this place. So, oh, I put pink slimy blocks
Yep,
there,
you
right?
did something
Exactly.
so
So
I
you could
can't
fall
die there
down.
anymore.
That's right. Because we got these bouncy slime blocks after we killed Pinky, and yeah, it occurred to me that since one of us can still take fall damage, wouldn't it be nice if he didn't have to worry about that anymore?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Phoenix Blaster, how I've missed you. Go away, lava. Go away, lava. Thank you.
All right, and so I'm just gonna like build out a bit more wall here, and then figure out what I want to do with the roof party kind of place. I want to have enough room that these beautiful bubbles from the bubble machine can look nice and beautiful against the granite wall, even in the daytime. Oops, oops. I accidentally used my Cthulhu shield dash while I was placing walls. And I went zoom and placed some walls like in crazy spots.
Yep. Nice. One enemy nearby. No enemies nearby.
That, I think, would also really be useful if when you're trying to make like Pumpkin Moon kind of things, arenas, and you're trying to discover if there's caves where monsters are spawning outside of where you want them to spawn.
Yeah.
Like knowing if there's enemies nearby, I imagine that would be really useful for detecting, you know, where the little holes underground are that monsters are spawning and working against your spawn cap kind of stuff.
Yep.
And yeah, overcast 10 miles an hour west. So overcast, I don't know if that precedes rain.
There's wind in this game?
The wind is blowing the bubbles right now, and so the bubbles are drifting to the west.
Does it have any mechanical significance, or is it just ornamental?
That's a great question that I don't know the answer to.
Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. Okay.
Oh.
I was on the map screen. I didn't realize that Necro Armor had a different... Well, I forgot
right,
Necro Armor
right.
had a different damage sound.
Gotcha.
Apparently I was dying.
I see. While you're here, if you want to grab that heart lantern, it's in the lighting chest.
Oh, I don't think I would use it if it's just one. If we had a bunch of extras,
All right.
then... Well, I guess I might as well.
I mean, yeah, I don't have anywhere else to put it right now, but...
Oh, I was going to reforge this bow.
Right, it just turned daytime, and I was going to talk to the angler just in case I had a spare fishing quest fish.
Actually, that's just fine.
Catfish. Might have that. Any spare catfish? No spare catfish. Oh well. So in general, I like a dome, kind of round kind of area stuff. So I'm thinking about trying to use these frozen slime blocks and make kind of a round ceiling around here.
We're already more than halfway through an episode, just to let you know.
I see. Oh, I forgot that you slide around on the... Okay. Frozen slime blocks you slide around on, like, a lot.
Yeah.
Not that we're going to necessarily be walking on the roof of this building all that often, but that's maybe not optimal. How do I want to do... And that's still a little confined. I'd like the bubbles to fly around more. I think I want this to be bigger or different or something.
Alright, is that's the top of the lava, but I can change that. No, right here. Alright, I hear you this time. Ow.
I see butterflies flying around, and I put away my bug net so to help resist the urge to just always do fishing stuff.
But it didn't quite work.
No, I put away the bug net. Well, I guess the urge is still there.
Yeah.
And I'm talking about them and hovering over them, but I'm not going after them. Actually, you know what? Let's practice some ranged combat with the demon scythe.
Oh, yeah.
Guess I could use the flamerang. Alright, so that color also, is there something... Maybe I could mix in a little bit of the pink with the blue, maybe on the corners, actually. How would that look? Okay, I want this to be higher. Oh gosh, you slide around so much.
Alright, I'm going to use a different strategy this time.
I guess I should just grappling hook myself everywhere I'm trying to build. That's probably a good idea. Oh, I should really get the extendo grip and all those things out too.
Extendo grip is quite nice for building.
Right, let me go get that right now, since I'm actually going to try to do some building on camera. And I apologize to viewers if my commentary is not as good as usual, but building is hard to do and talk.
Yep.
Okay. Sure, we'll go ahead and get that. That. I think that'll be good enough for now. Except for let's not substitute my lightning boots. There we go. Let's not substitute the horseshoe either. There we go.
Okay, one block above the top of that. Cool. I finally managed to place some blocks.
It's a slow start to the day in a variety of ways, but that's okay.
We have a very tight recording schedule today because Brian had to come late. I have to leave kind of early, so trying hard to fit in 2 episodes, but it might not happen.
All right. All right.
Okay, really? 9 enemies nearby? Is this necessary?
I wonder, we talked about this a little bit before, I think. If I don't have any enemies where I am, like, does my existence in the world, like, affect your spawn count possibilities?
I wouldn't expect it to, but I guess you never know.
Because I know Minecraft does things that way. But the Terraria developers, I can imagine, would go a different way. How does that look?
Step 1, bridge all the way across at that level.
I don't love it, but I don't hate it. This is in the wrong spot, though. I haven't actually measured out any like circle sizes. I'm just kind of doing this by eye.
So if people are curious what I'm doing, my idea is to have 2 layers of platform going all the way along, one high, one low, so that the Hungry will only be able to, well, Hungry and also lasers from the Wall of Flesh will only be able to focus on, basically we'll split the damage. Instead of being able to hit both of us at once, it'll only hit one.
So the lasers don't penetrate.
They do penetrate, don't they? I think they do. So if we're both on the same level and it shoots a laser at us, it'll hit both of us. But if we're on different levels, then it'll
Oh, I
hit
see.
one.
We're in different spots. Got it, got it,
Yep.
got it. Okay. I think you explained that just fine, but my brain didn't quite process it at the time.
I don't think I explained that just fine. But I appreciate the support.
All right, so I gotta try to mirror what I'm doing over here. I don't know that this looks great, but at the same time, like, it's party girl, party house kind of stuff, and so garish is kind of what I'm going for.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's my excuse anyway, if it turns out looking horrible. And then I need to figure out, yeah, details, and maybe I could do things with slopes, and who knows. Man, you can reach really far with the extendo grip. I really haven't used it very much
It's
before.
like +3 or something.
Wow.
That's why I like it so much.
All right.
I'm placing peace candles as I go. It feels like it's helping, but it's hard to tell exactly how much.
Yeah, I can imagine that actually being like a significant safety improvement or whatever.
Do you know off the top of your head how good what you make a calming potion from?
Yes, we have lots of them. It is... I can't think of the name of the fish right now.
Something we have lots of is good enough.
But yes, I think it's something you get in the sky. Let me go down to the potions chest since it's right over here and see if I see it. Damselfish, that sounds plausible. And yeah, I don't know if I've actually brewed up the calming potions, but yep, as long as we're going after buffs. And I wonder how that works, I guess both calming potions and battle potions, like in multiplayer.
It's got to just be per player. I think like each player
like
makes
just like
their own
an
little
aura
spawn
around
zone.
them, effectively.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Oh.
Have I? Neat.
I throw that down there somewhere too. That could be useful.
That counted as a demon, even though it was a voodoo demon. Okay, interesting.
Oh, interesting. All right, I need some more granite.
All right, there's a demon banner in a random place down here, which I'm going to end up mining out when I come back through here.
Let's do that.
This is not going to be done this episode for sure. Maybe in a time we don't have 20 minutes of preamble.
Right.
That seems to be every time.
Well, hopefully, I'm kind of hoping that I'm like done with fishing now. Because we have enough chests that we're going to be doing fine in hard mode.
But the Hallow.
From that point of view. Oh, but the Hallow, we have to do some Hallow. Darn it. You and your being correct about the things we still have to worry about.
Doesn't need to be now, though.
Yeah.
I can wait. Or I can do the fishing, possibly, since I haven't done that much.
That's true. Yeah, people were telling me, in comments on my videos, they're like, Brian, go fishing, Brian, go fishing. And I would go fishing, and I would find, like, a new thing, and I'd be like, oh, that must be the thing that people wanted me to go fishing for. And it turns out that there's, like, an infinite number of new things.
Yeah.
And hopefully I found most of them. Okay, how is this? I don't love the look of this building, but it's starting to go somewhere. Let me recenter. I want the bubble machine in the center. Actually, should it be on the ground or should it be on a platform? What if I put it here? Nah, I really want the bubbles to kind of fill the room, so I think on the ground is better, and we'll get more of them.
The episode that's going up today on my channel is called Final Hard Mode Prep. So I guess this will be Finaler Hard Mode Prep, and Finalist or something.
Yes, I'm doing the most important hard mode prep right here.
Yep.
By trying to build this. Oh my gosh, they're so slippery. I'm up on the roof trying to fix a wall that I got. Like, hands are off the keyboard, people. Whee! So slippery. All right, it looks like I'm going to need a little bit more sun plate block over here. All right, I can do that. Do I have those? I think they're in this chest, maybe. Yes.
I think... Oh, cool.
Oh, look at you go.
I think it'd be worth making a new Nightmare pickaxe for this. Reaver Shark is much slower for wooden platforms.
Oh, I see. Is that lined up? If I had the ruler, this would be easier to see, but not all that fond of the rulers, so I think that's fine. And then I think rather than walls, maybe I'll put in glass sides and door. That sounds reasonable.
That spot is right here. Peace Candle's range is not as good as it could be. It's like one screen full.
I did not, pay any attention to the range that it didn't have.
Alright, so campfire, how does that compare?
Some more glass. Alright, and I would like some glass doors. Pretty sure glass doors exist. Do I have to be standing in front of a sawmill or something ridiculous? I bet you that's what it is.
Brett could tell you. I almost called him Jeff.
Yeah, we had to kill Jeff. It sounds so horrible when you say it like that. Alright, apparently it's not the sawmill, so I will go talk to... Maybe it's the heavy workbench. Yeah, that seems doubtful. Alright, where are you at?
You talking to me?
No.
No.
Talking to Brett. Glass door. Oh, requires a glass kiln. Do we have one of those?
I don't think so. Alright, so what's the trick with this? Can I do that?
I wonder how I would make a glass kiln.
Don't you drop lava in my honey. That's a problem I didn't anticipate.
Does it involve glass?
I wonder if it's something you just have to find.
I feel like it would be a crafting station you could make. Clay? A kiln, maybe? Well...
It's plausible.
Clay, iron, a lot of things are made out of wood. Yeah, let me just grab a few blocks that might possibly be crafting ingredients for it and see if I can figure out if I can craft one. I'm sure people are already writing comments on the video right now. Brian, the glass kiln is gotten this way. Do we have extra clay? There's some clay. And I was going to grab an iron ingot, since that seemed vaguely likely.
Huh, I just thought about the fact that I'm putting honey down here in the underworld. I didn't think about the possibility of it evaporating like water, but it seems it doesn't. Alright, is that good enough? Whoa, why did it do that?
Ooh, there's a meteorite chest that you can craft that looks
cool.
pretty cool, actually. Honey chest looks kind of cool, too.
Oh, these lava slimes are the worst. Especially when you're trying to build.
Glass kiln, there we go. 18 iron bars and 8 torches. That's an interesting recipe, but okay.
Why is it like... Oh, you... My honey blocks are now crispy. Or honey's now crispy honey blocks.
Alright, glass kiln. Is there room for a glass kiln on top of the house? Answer is yes. Alright, and then with that, I can make a glass door. Great. I want to make 2 glass doors. And I think maybe that's it. There's all kinds of crazy glass furniture, actually. Glass candle, glass lamp, candelabra, workbench, chairs, dressers.
Mm-hmm. Just like any other material.
Do you have any idea, like, how much time it takes to, as a game developer, like, make pixel art for all these things? Or are they typically, like, hired out, or...
I can tell you if I would do it, it'd take a long time. Just like all the item icons?
Yeah.
I can imagine... Any estimate I'd give would be pretty inaccurate. I could imagine possibly doing like one every half hour.
Okay. Yeah, but for a game that has, yeah, like 3,000 items in it or something.
Yeah.
That's pretty crazy.
Yep. Built up slowly over time.
Right. Absolutely.
Alright, so if I'm here, I'm fighting the wall of flesh. I walk through some honey. I'm moving at about, what, this speed or so? My honey buff runs out... every 3 campfires? Campfires are a unit of distance measurement now. Yeah, every 3 campfires. Okay. Ugh. Why is it so hard to survive here? I guess I could try the
How much
worm
defense
scarf.
do you have? And
30,
we have plenty of buff potions if you're not
24.
well fed.
Where'd all my defense go? Ah, well fed. That could help.
Right, and you must not be wearing the right accessories, I'm guessing. Let's see.
I have warding... 1 warding thing. Okay. I guess so.
I think I will keep the fire... Actually, maybe... Maybe let's do this. Let's put the bubble machine here, and the fireworks box here right next to it. And then the fireworks will go off and they'll hit the roof of this place. Yeah, I kind of like the look of that, actually.
I have a GPS. I can measure things. So I'm standing on the peace candle here. This says 3058. It ends at 2960?
Well, I like the garishness of this house in terms of the look. It's a lot of kind of empty space, and I want to kind of put something inside it, but I don't know what exactly yet. So maybe while I'm thinking about that, I'll go ahead and show my viewers the work that I did at the ocean. Just because I'm kind of at a loss for creativity for the moment.
Do we have any spare campfires at home?
I have 4 in my inventory, and we have infinite torch and wood supplies, basically. And
Okay.
so I'll...
Just checking if we have like a big supply I should be using or anything.
No.
Making more.
But we have plenty of ingredients. And in fact, I'll go ahead and chop down some more wood, since they are pretty expensive on the wood front. As I'm headed over to the ocean. But yeah, basically, in addition to trying to get more prepared for the Wall of Flesh and switching the classes and different types of things, we decided, while there was some off-camera time that we were doing between episodes, another thing that I was interested in building was a farm in the ocean, because that makes it easy to get key molds, and I imagine that we'll want to try to get all of them during this playthrough.
Yep.
And so...
So are you kind of wrapped up on your party girl house for now?
Probably.
That's too far. All right, you want to save the ocean building stuff for next episode?
Oh, all right. That sounds good then. Then
All right,
people
cool.
have things to look forward to. And yeah, hopefully ocean building, and then yeah, maybe a Wall of Flashlight. We'll see.
I'm starting to think that's optimistic.
All right.
I'm not very far with this, but yeah, we'll keep trying.
In any case, see you guys next time.
Yep, see ya.